Good morning, y'all. It's 10:08 right now. I'm on the island of Koh Samui, and this is May 22nd, which makes day 33 here in Thailand. Cheap bicycle across Thailand. Today's plan is, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do the scooter thing again. About 180 yards that way, down the road, right past the mall right there. Is a spot someone said about a month ago they're like 150 baht for a scooter rental for the same type of scooter I had over at the other spot. So that's a good price. So that actually comes out to $4.50. So every 100 baht you can figure $3, and yeah, and 50 baht triple it. That's 150, so that's $1.50. So that'd be $4.50. So, you know, just do it mentally. It's not that hard. Triple it, and you got the American price in dollars. Yeah, so that's the plan. Just so I can see the majority of the island. I still plan on tomorrow probably bicycling back over to the other side of the island and throwing up my hammock for the evening. That way I'm not in a rush to try and catch one of the, you know, the ferry in the morning. I can enjoy the bike ride over. And on the way out, I mentioned yesterday's video that, you know, hey, those look good for hammock camping. The beach that was a little bit past that, there was a guy kind of had his hammock up. So yeah, I don't think it's uncommon for people to be sleeping on the beaches around here. You know, I could always, yeah, I'll find out one way or the other. Anyway, yeah, that's the plan, guys. It's morning time. I'm still waking up. I'll probably get some caffeine in me or something, and that's the airport. The airport's literally like right here, so it didn't bother me. It wasn't that loud. I didn't hear anything. But then again, I grew up around the railroad tracks, and those trains, I don't know, the trains never bothered me. I guess when you grow up around the tracks, you if you're in a railroad town, the sound of the train, you know, they have spots that they honk along the way, and that they have to honk to warn oncoming traffic and stuff, and it's kind of terrible if your apartments areas on one of those honking zones. But if not, you know, if not, it's they're not bad to live next to. So planes don't really bother me too much. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit the road. Okay, I got my rental here from this place, 150 baht. Free helmets and everything like that if you need it. I'm gonna go swap this helmet out for mine, but I want to keep it just so there's no confusion when I return the bike that I'm actually returning a helmet with it, depending if it's a different employee. So I'm gonna go swap out the helmet for mine. I just like mine, it's more comfortable. Yeah, it was 150 baht, which isn't bad. And instead of leaving a passport, you can leave 5,000 for the 5,000 for the deposit, which makes it, let's see, that makes it $15. Not a bad deposit at all. So it's only a walk down from the Mad Monkey, and yeah, Mad Monkey's straight down that way. Alright, guys, I've kind of figured out, it's 11:20 right now. I stopped and got some coffee. This is more or less the route I'm going to take up to here, and when I do, there's a mountain road that kind of comes through here all the way back down and then across. Check it out on the Strava app. I'm going to go ahead and start the Strava app. That way you guys can look at the flyover or something like that. Now in the flyover, I was watching Doug's flyover from Planet Doug. He's doing the Strava too. But I noticed like he went something like 370 kilometers the other day, yesterday, and there's a button down below. You can either drag the time bar across like the water crossings. He went on a boat, obviously, and you can hit speed it up, so you can go all the way up to 10x. So on these longer trips, go down below on the flyover and bump up the speed if you want, like to 5 times. I found very comfortable. Yeah, so 5 times is very comfortable to watch it go through a lot faster. That way it's not so slow and stuff, especially on a scooter. It's going to be a little longer. And anytime you see me doing a water crossing, you can just drag the time bar, and if it loses track of where I'm at, you can recenter. So I just learned that myself. That's why I said I was watching Doug's flyover, and since it was such a long one, I was able to drag the bar. I had to recenter, and then I bumped it up to 10 times. And yeah, it's an awesome app for keeping track. It's a good addition to the travels. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start this journey, and yeah. Oh, and I'm issue a real quick correction. I said the $5,000 on the deposit was $15. It's not. I'm missing a zero off that. It's $150. So that makes a little more sense. I was doing the math wrong in my head. Sorry, I didn't have my coffee yet. So yeah, 5,000. It's either that or leave a passport. I'd much rather lose the 5,000 than the passport. Although I do have a passport card that'll get me back to the States, but that's all. It's not good for travel. All right, guys, I'm going forward. Alright guys, this is Moo 1 right here. This is the exit I'll be taking. Going south. So Moo 1 is actually, which is Village 1. The road's like right by the Tops Daily Store. And I'll be heading down this way. More of a jungle road. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew which direction I was, and it's a little dangerous to actually be holding the camera in my left hand with the acceleration on the right, because that's the only way to do it. But the brake on the right is the front brake. So if you're going too fast and you have to pull that brake, you'll spin out the tail and fall over. So yeah, so I'm very sketchy about actually driving with the camera in my hand. So I just want to make sure you guys all know where we're at. Alright guys, that's just how it is. It's a lot easier on a bicycle. I'm going out to a place called Kunsi Viewpoint. I just wanted to video a little of the road. It's a nice little road, a little bumpy, so no holding the camera. I need two arms, but yeah, I just saw it and I decided, go out and view it. So I'm almost there. Kunsi Viewpoint, straight ahead. I'm going that way. It's beautiful out here, though. Rubber trees. I'm gonna go the rest of the way on foot just because Google Maps, a few people comment that it's very bumpy, the last little section. So it looks like they got a nice little parking area out front. I'm gonna utilize it. It's a beautiful drive though. I will say something that it was very, very steep hill getting up here. So 125 is what I'm driving, and the 125 handled it just fine. But if you're on a bicycle, yeah, you'll have to push no matter what gear you get in, because I'm talking about incline. So just so you know, better on scooter, not so much on bicycle. I don't know where the waterfall might be. Oh yeah, it's a nice viewpoint. I have no idea what they're talking about the waterfall though. Maybe they're saying seawater fall fall down. I don't know if I can hear a waterfall anywhere. Let's see if I can go find one. Oh, I found the waterfall. A 10-minute walk, not bad. Yeah, it's beautiful waterfall. And it looks like it goes off over another one. Underneath. Oh, nice. So I'll give you a size perspective. That doesn't really help that much, but that's a ways up there. To me, it looks like about 50 feet. Maybe 30, extra 20 at the end there. I don't know. But it's free to get in. Those people at the front, they're just selling water and soda. So it's free entry. The last little bit has some good steps here, look. Someone spent a lot of time making those steps. But just the drive alone is very nice. And it's a beautiful country. Oh, bring stuff for the mosquitoes. I'm going back. The mosquitoes are a little heavy everywhere right now. So although it looks like they're putting in a seawall right now, they're dumping rocks, and I'm assuming that's to have a seawall. This is Bengal Beach, and there's a little bit like down this little road right here. There's like a few small little restaurants and stuff, and some spots to stay and stuff. But this whole area out here, I think you could probably easily get away with camping. Camping for free. The trees are pretty, I mean, you could probably find some that are close enough together. Most of them are spaced quite a bit far apart, but look, for a hammock, those two would be perfect. Just have to look a little. Or even a tent. So yeah, I'll leave the name of this place. And like I said, I think you probably get away with free camping out here. No problem. These guys, I think, are just the employees. But yeah, it'd be a nice little spot to camp. So if you watch the Strava, the flyover in Strava, you'll see that I kind of double backed on myself, and it came up off-roading a little bit. Not really off-roading, but I was coming to check out the Samui camping farm. This is the $4 camping farm. $4 for tent, and then these bungalows I think are $9 a night. But they're the cheapest one. They're a little bit out in the middle, out away from everything, like no real close stores or anything, but I just want to kind of check this out. Yeah, it's nice. I don't know where the tents are set up at, but restrooms right there. It's nice. So is that the most affordable little camping area? Nice. Yeah, I wanted to see how accessible it was on a bicycle, which it is. When you first get on the road, it's a little unpaved, but then it becomes paved again. And yeah, I just kind of want to check it out, because like I said, there's not a lot of $4 stuff on this side. But yeah, so that's Samui if you guys like cheap camping, or even $9 for a little bungalow type thing. It's not bad. Made it. That was steep. Oh wow, that was steep. Man, I didn't think I was gonna make that with a camera in my hand. Honestly, that was steep. And I was like, I had to hit the gas and just keep going. I didn't want to bog down and flip over coming down. And they made it too. Okay. It's a beautifully overgrown viewpoint. Oh wow, this would be awesome if these bushes would just cut back a little bit. Yeah, look how that's such a beautiful view that's just completely blocked. Even on this side, all blocked off. Just a small little opening right there. Oh, my light's on, I left the key in. Okay, I found the little access road up to the viewpoint. I wasn't quite there yet. The people right there in the white car found it before I did. Oh wow. So to give you guys a little bit of a plan of what I'm planning on doing tomorrow is this is the dock. Actually, not this dock, but the dock right after it is the dock that I should be catching my boat from. And so I plan on taking the east side of the island down. But if you see those palm trees right over there, that's where I plan on camping. So right on in the palm trees right there. Right off the street and right on the beach. So right there. Right past where that guy's sitting. All right, the day's over and I was able to get to most of the island today. Just because I had the scooter, I did the full circle all the way around. I did double back for the ones that are keeping up on Strava. You notice I kind of look like a squirrel trying to run across the street, doubling back on myself. It was because I cut off a piece of the island I wanted to go back on. I had to get gas, so I ended up going back up to where the gas station was on, and then just cutting across the island this way, and there was a big section I didn't see, so I turned around and went back on it, and I completed it before sundown, even though I did get here after sundown. Yeah, so I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna throw this all together. It's just going on 8 o'clock right now. Yeah, so I kept track of what I actually spent today, just for you guys to know. Also for my own curiosity's sake. What I did was I took 1,000, since I figured that's my limit, $30, right? I took 1,000, set it to the side, just that 1,000, using that 1,000 to actually to gauge what I spent, and I spent what was it? 560. So that comes out to $17, and I overspent today. Now, that is not including, that's just food, because that's what I normally spend, just food and lodging. So if you want to throw the $4 on top of this, because for tonight's stay, I'm actually looking at $21. But that was gorging myself, eating twice, drinking coffees, and yeah, so I overate, and so everything's on the high side. $21 is, that's not taken into consideration the rental, right? Which was $150, so $450, and not the gas. I gassed up, spent $100 on the gas, so that's $3. So that's not what I normally spend on. So if we're gauging just what I spend on a day-to-day basis, it looks like on the high side, I would say a nice healthy day of eating and stuff, and with the lodge, yeah, $21. So yeah, and yeah, it kind of gives you an idea. And also, I've been pronouncing something wrong. Lou and Tom have both been pointing out that I should be pronouncing it pocket, more like pocket. So Phuket instead of Phuket. And yeah, so no more Phuket from me. And now you have to figure out if I knew how to actually say it the whole time and I was just trying to blow off steam. No, I didn't. Thank you guys. Like I said, so yeah, so I'm gonna throw this together, guys. I'm gonna get off and say goodnight, y'all. And tomorrow, I already talked about checking out that spot for camping and all that stuff. But tomorrow I get back on the bike and ride to the south side of the island where I can pick up the ferry tomorrow. All right, guys. Good night, y'all.